You were working the NWA as Rick Harris. Like in April of '81, for instance, you have a match against Ric Flair on TV before he won his first NWA title.
It was a big deal to me because I was still, I guess I was still a, I don't want to call myself a mark. It was a big deal to me because I was getting it. They thought enough of me to put me against Ric Flair. And we knew, all the guys in the territory knew, that this was a guy that was being polished to be our world heavyweight champion. This is the guy that they're putting all the TV time in. They're putting all the 8x10 picture sales, the T-shirts, the hats, the all that wrestling figures, and that's where it's all going. You know, we didn't realize it was going to blow up like it did, but we knew, and it was an honor for me for the powers to be, which was Jim Crockett Jr. and his sister and his one brother. Jackie was the black sheep of the family. He was a camera operator. That's what he done. But he still got his cut of the office. That was the NWA back then, but and Miss Crockett was still alive too, but it was such an honor to and then to get in the ring and have a good match with him and see it. You know, I said, dang, you know, maybe I have got a little bit of potential. If I can have a match with him, I might be able to have a match with anybody, and pretty much I could. But yeah, it was a great honor to get in the ring with Flair like that. But you know, and as time goes on, there's certain things. As time goes on, things change, and I started getting pushed, and Ric Flair went on, and he was 14-time world heavyweight champion, and that's like you want to puke. But the thing about Flair is this, and I'm going to go ahead and get this dig in right now, is Flair. I you probably got questions about this. Flair is one of the reasons that I had to leave WCW as soon as I did.
In the 90s,
in the 90s, after it was before Big Train Bart, but it was. I'm trying to think of something. It was, I don't know exact date, but it was like about 8 years before Big Train Bart, when you seen Big Train Bart doing jobs back on Atlanta TV. Anyway, we'd done the Desperado gimmick, me and Randy Colley, and I want to get this in. And one reason I wanted to bring this up is I thought Randy Colley had died, okay, like 10 years ago. Well, it weren't so. I was on Facebook and I looked down there and they say they're taking. It was like on December the 14th. Yeah. This is December the 29th. They said, I think it's his son was writing this or some said they're rolling Daddy in right now to take his leg off. And I said, man, I thought Randy was dead. I thought he was dead. I thought he was gone. I want to get this in for Randy. And then on the 23rd or 24th, I go over there on my site, and it says he's talking about his daddy again, and it says his daddy died. Randy Colley died, and I just. I said, I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to speak with Randy, but I missed it again. I loved Randy with all my heart. But anyway, he was Deadeye Dick in the Desperados. Dutch Mantell was the other guy, and we go out and we're looking for Stan Hansen. That's just a gimmick, okay? Stan Hansen didn't have nothing to do with none of it. Other than he said we could use his name because me and Stan was pretty good friends. But he said, anyway, it was aired on TBS 90 minutes, and then it was supposed to be sold to Fox Network, which Fox Network at the time was just starting. They was just getting rolling, brother, and now now they're huge. But it was supposed to be sold as a sitcom to Fox Network. Well, Ric Flair, my good friend Ric Flair, goes to Ted Turner and tells Ted, "You give those 3 jabronis all that TV time, and you give your world champion none." We were supposed to sign contracts with them. They didn't sign their contract. They was mad about the money. They offered them very little money. It was good money to me. Okay, so I'm staying. I done got my 20 years up there. I'm not going nowhere, brother. I'm saying right here. Okay, if it's $80,000, if it's $100,000 a year, whatever it is, I'll sign it. Here I am. I'm not going nowhere. Yeah. Well, shortly, the deal with for me to come home come up, and not. That's another story. But Ric Flair slit old Bart's throat, and I forgive him, but I ain't forgot about it, and I'll never forget it.
The deal got axed because he
went to Ted Turner, told Ted Turner to take us off the air, or he was walking, pretty much.
Was your relationship good with him up to that point?
Up to that point, yeah. Business, when it comes to business and wrestling, there's no friends, brother. That's what you got to understand. There's no friends in the wrestling business. It's how deep can I stick it in you, or how deep are you going to stick it into me? And then when it comes my turn, how hard am I going to twist it, or how hard am I going to pound you? And that's the way it was. And we accepted that. I accepted that. I understood. But what got me is he never lost any TV time because of us. He had TBS was one of the first 2 or 3 hour program, 2-hour program, I think. It was unheard of. He always had at least 30-minute segment was for Ric Flair, and everybody else got 5, 6 minutes, 4 minutes as it sprinkled down. But I love Flair, and he probably is one of the greatest talkers in the business. But then again, I rate myself way up here, not very far from him. And they said, "Bart, you can't put your name in the same name with Ric Flair." The hell I can't. I was world heavyweight champion too. I was world tag team champions and all over the world. It don't matter how good you are. It's how many people do you got to step on to get up that ladder. You don't have to step on none. And I'm living proof. You don't have to step on nobody. You don't have to hurt nobody, because you can do it right. If you do it right, when you get up there, and even on the way, and it's always said, the people going up that ladder that you step on are the same people when you coming down that dadgum ladder. Them the same people you're gonna meet. I love him to death, but you can't put these over your friends. You can't put these. Okay, back when you toted these in your bags, all it meant to us was it tore our bags up, and that's terrible. That's terrible, because this is prestigious. This is what all the guys work their butts off to have and to hold and to say I was a world heavyweight champion in anything. It means now at the football games, they got them on the sidelines passing them from guy to guy to guy. And it's kind of like, what happened? These used to mean something. Now, brother, they have no meaning. They have no meaning to me. Flair, working with Flair at that time you're talking about, It was a great, great honor. And anytime Flair's around, I'll tell him straight to his face, and I'll hug his neck, and I'll give him a big old kiss right on the mouth. Mm-hmm. I love him to death. Okay, he is my working companion. He's my friend. because I still remember what my friend done to me when he didn't have to do that. But anyway, enough about that. Go ahead. Nick, give me none.